As a notary, you're more than just a witness. You're the gatekeeper of legal integrity, the first line of defense against potential fraud, and a critical evaluator of one of the most sensitive legal documents, the power of attorney. Every signature you authenticate carries immense responsibility. But today we're diving deep into the art of assessing power of attorney and capacity, a skill that can make or break a legal document. Your role as a notary is far more than stamping and signing. You're a safeguard in the legal process, one of the few remaining lines of defense protecting people from fraud, coercion, and irreversible mistakes. That responsibility begins with understanding your legal mandate. When a client hands you a document, your first step is to identify the principal, the person whose signature you are notarizing. You must ensure that the person in front of you is, in fact, the person named in this document. This seems simple, but it's essential. Verifying identity with proper ID isn't just a formality, it's the foundation of everything that follows. Next, you need to confirm that the signer is willing and acting intentionally. They should know what the document is, what it does, and why they're signing it. If they're hesitant, confused, or unsure, that's a red flag. You have a duty to pause and ask questions. A rushed or pressured signing can open the door to legal disputes or even elder abuse. And mental capacity is another key factor. Now, notaries aren't doctors, right? But we are expected to make a reasonable judgment. If someone cannot hold a basic conversation about the document, their personal details, or the nature of the appointment, they may not have the capacity to sign legally. In that case, you need to step back. It's okay to delay or decline the notarization until clarity is achieved. Your commission allows you to say no. You're also watching for the signs of undue influence or coercion. If someone else is speaking for the signer, giving instructions, or hovering in a way that seems intimidating, you have every right and responsibility to ask for a private conversation. A notarization should never happen under pressure. Your job is to create a safe space for truth and consent. Being a notary means being observant, confident, and principled. Every time you verify identity, assess willingness, and check for understanding, you're not just completing a task, you're upholding the law and protecting people's lives. That's what makes this work so important. You are the front line of legal protection, and your role matters more than very many people realize. Let's talk about something that separates a solid notary from a standout professional: assessing capacity. When we talk about capacity, we're really asking a foundational question. Does this person fully understand what they're signing, and are they doing it of their own free will? It's a big responsibility, and your role as a notary is to ensure the answer is yes. So how do you do that effectively and consistently? Let's break it down. Section 1 is identification verification. It starts with identification verification. This is your first clue in someone's state of awareness. Is the ID government issued? Is it a current and valid? Are you presented with multiple forms of ID, and do they match each other? Does the signature on the ID match the one on the document? These are not just procedural questions, they're capacity indicators. A person unsure of their own name, unable to provide ID, or producing a signature that looks drastically different from the ID may not have full mental clarity. And if there's any sign of tampering, scratched laminates, altered expiration dates, or overlays, you've got to slow down and take a closer look. Once identification is in place, we move into observing mental capacity indicators. This is where your people skills really come into play. Are they confused when you explain the document? Can they describe in their own words what the document is and why they're signing it? Are they disoriented, looking around like they don't know where they are or what's happening? Do they seem to rely heavily on someone else to do all the talking or making decisions for them? It's a sign that they may not be fully present, or worse, that someone else may be influencing them inappropriately. Speaking of influence, let's talk about red flags. These are subtle but important things that tell you something might not be right. Are their hands trembling? That could be nerves, or it could be a sign of medication or cognitive issues. Do they appear drowsy, slurring their words, or unable to maintain focus? If someone is with them, is that person overly aggressive or speaking for the signer constantly? That could be a sign of undue influence. And pay attention to inconsistencies. If their answers about where they live or who the document is for keep changing, that is a major red flag. So, what can you do? Let's shift to practical techniques. First, ask open-ended questions. Do not do you understand this, but can you tell me what this document is for? Let them explain it to you. Observe their body language. Do they look relaxed and comfortable or nervous and unsure? Use reflective questions to check understanding, like, so you're signing this because you want your niece to help manage your finances, correct? And always document your observations. A quick sentence in your journal about what you notice can be powerful if the signing is ever questioned later. Now, here's a tool I wish I had earlier in my career, Laura Biewer's capacity question checklist. It's really straightforward. It's a go-to resource that helps you assess capacity systematically without second guessing. It provides standardized, legally sound questions and gives you a method to follow every time. It's like a safety net for you and your signer. I'm including the link for you to access this directly in the description box down below. And if you're ready to take your skills even further, I highly recommend checking out my Power of Attorney course for notaries. This course is packed with real-world examples, assessment tips, and everything you need to navigate POA appointments with total confidence. And right now, you can use the coupon code POAJKC to get $10 off the course. Whether you're brand new or seasoned notary looking to level up, this course is a total game changer. Understanding capacity isn't just about checking boxes. It's about protecting your client, protecting yourself, and doing your job with excellence. Keep this framework close. Trust your instincts and lean on the resources available to you. You've got this. Now that we've covered the fundamentals, let's dive into the types of power of attorney every notary must recognize and what to watch for when notarizing each one. First, the general power of attorney. This is the most expansive. It gives the agent authority over nearly all legal and financial matters. But with that broad power comes risk. As a notary, confirm that the principal clearly understands the full scope of that authority. Look for any signs of coercion or hesitation. And ensure decision-making capacity is intact and well documented. Next is the limited or special power of attorney. This one is narrowly tailored, often used for one-time tasks like selling a vehicle. You might see it in loan signings or signing a lease. Your job? Examine the wording and make sure the principal knows exactly what powers they are granting and nothing more. Then we have the durable power of attorney. Unlike a general type, this one remains in effect even if the principal becomes incapacitated. That makes it a high-risk document. As a notary, evaluate capacity with extra care. Look for signs of comprehension and clear intent. Document your observations thoroughly in your notary journal. Next is the springing power of attorney. This only becomes active when a specific event occurs, usually medical incapacity. You must confirm that the principal is aware of when and how it takes effect. Finally, medical power of attorney or advanced healthcare directive. This is used solely for healthcare decisions and is often emotionally charged. So as a notary, confirm the principal has the mental capacity to make medical choices. Ensure they're acting independently and verify that they fully grasp what they're authorizing. Each type carries unique responsibilities. And as notaries, we're not just checking IDs, we're protecting people's rights, intentions, and futures. Precision matters. Compassion matters. You matter. Now, you've just explored one of the most important areas in notarial work. That's power of attorney documents. These aren't just forms, they represent trust, vulnerability, and life-altering decisions. As a notary, you're not just stamping a page, you are protecting individual rights. You are preventing elder abuse. You are standing at the crossroads of legality and humanity. Each POA, whether general, limited, durable, springing, or medical, requires your sharp eye, clear judgment, and unwavering integrity. And the truth is, you don't have to navigate it all alone. To help you stay empowered and informed, I've included some valuable tools in the video description. You've got a free PDF download of Laura Biewer's capacity questions. This is a must-have guide to help you assess signer awareness with confidence. The $10 discount to my Power of Attorney course on my platform, where we dive into even deeper real-life examples and step-by-step notary procedures. Membership links to the National Notary Association and the California League of Independent Notaries, two organizations committed to elevating our profession and keeping you informed. These aren't just resources, they're reinforcements, tools to sharpen your skills and remind you that you're not out here doing this all alone. So here's your call to action. Stay informed, keep learning, attend continuing education, and invest in yourself. Trust your professional judgment. You know what to look for. And always lead with ethics and empathy. It's what sets you apart. Because when you show up prepared, educated, and focused, you don't just notarize documents. You protect people. And that matters. Now, go out there and be the notary they remember, the one who made it clear they were in good hands. I'll see you next week.